party, and according to Bwana Sosion, he says it would not be the best decision to chase him or remove him, Bwana Sifuna there. But having him in the same position at such a crucial time and having such strong divergent views, because he's probably the most vocal of any ODM leader right now, that in itself would have even consequences for the political landscape across board. Do you think it's the right decision for ODM to allow him to continue as SG?
First, I think we must differentiate between ODM before Raila and ODM after Raila. ODM after Raila is very different from ODM before Raila because right now, as I said earlier, everybody is struggling to be relevant or to remain afloat politically. And one of the greatest calculations will be how electable can someone get. It's about getting the right formula towards that. And for Sifuna, I think he's a good student of Raila Odinga, and he knows something called tough bargaining, that even before you get into any political arrangement, you must know what is the need for me or what is the need for the interests that I represent. Because politics is about interests, it's not about friendship, it's not about love or hatred for anyone. So I think that is the position Sifuna has taken, and has been consistent about the implementation of the NADCO report. They talk about the 10-point agenda. And technically, I think ODM as a party, as it stands, agrees on that issue of the 10-point agenda. So I think ultimately, if there will be an agreement, a general agreement on how the engagement between ODM and UDA is going to work, and also Sifuna sees his political career also growing through that, then he will remain within that framework. Mm-hmm. But if it will not represent his growth politically, then he'll also have to seek alternative positions of ensuring that he sets afloat politically. I've seen they have their own movement called Kenya Moja movement with a number of other members of parliament like Kibagendi, Amisi, and others. So it's about post-Raila Odinga survival political tactics. If anyone goes into slumberland right now, then they'll become politically relevant, especially those people who became politicians through being held their hands in, Luos call it ting badimal or something like that, that you hold somebody's hand and then he becomes a member of parliament. They are really struggling right now, and that's what they are fighting for. Okay. So it's not so much easy to determine that this party will go this direction or the other direction. But individuals are pursuing opportunities that can ensure that they stay politically afloat. Okay. For Nairobi in particular, I've seen so many politicians, like I saw my brother here mentioning, so many politicians are getting desperate because Raila had a very strong hold on Nairobi. And in that context, democracy was also stifled here in Nairobi. That people are just made candidates of ODM and they'll automatically become members of parliament. Mm-hmm. Right now, there's somehow a level playing field, especially for those people who were in Azimio, that everyone will have to prove their worth in terms of winning an election.
All right. Yeah. And there's also the Western Kenya factor that